Okay, so it's a couple days later. I got on some boat forums about upholstering Sundecks and boat seats, all that stuff. A couple people suggested this, whatever it is, like a non-woven fabric. You put it over the padding, and then you put the vinyl on top of it. It's supposed to help shed water, also keep water from penetrating too much into the actual foam, and knock out less friction if you're constantly stepping on it or sitting on it or whatever. So I also put that there because the foam's a little short, and a lot of people on the forum said they didn't think it'd be a problem, and actually said I might have problems when I'm trying to pull it over, that the vinyl might have creases and stuff in it because I left too much, which is the exact opposite of some of the videos I watched. But I'm going to leave it. If it seems like it's going to be a hindrance, then I'll cut some. I tried to explain to them how rough this stuff is that I'm using instead of like marine plywood to protect the board. But yeah, we're just going to see how it goes. Alright, time to test out my stapler and air compressor setup that I haven't used since I bought it like 6-7 years ago. Let's see. I think the staples are not wide enough. Just winging it. Stuff went on fairly easy. Well, after I used the bigger staples to hold, and then use the smaller staples through the staple gun to just tighten it up. But alright, let's put the vinyl out. Okay, so I know you want to pull it tight in the middle per side. I gotta figure out what I'm going to do about this. I'm really not sure because cutting this stuff out did not go the way I planned it. So I think I'll just pull tight and then try to figure it out. I'm going to use my hand stapler to get the first couple staples in, and then I'll go around with the staple gun. those like they're on the sides. I want these extra pieces because I'm gonna make straps to be able to lift it up. Just can't really put a handle through that, or else the screws, the vinyl will pull away and eventually tear. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. Should be plenty. Yeah, that should be good. Put a little piece here for extra protection, because that's a pretty sharp edge. Damn it. I don't know, it's not great, but at least there's like some double protection there so it doesn't hopefully chew through. That's the front when you lift up, so hopefully I got it tight enough it'll pass the seats. We'll see when we do the install. Okay, so I guess I'm going to try to tackle that back section where the engine goes before I use the stapler to tighten everything down and get it all flat and stuff and do the last bit of trimming. I've been kind of scared of this. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I screwed up. I guess I should have done the square part first and like stabled it so that way when you pulled, it pulled, you know, from the top side. Because now, like, I need this width to pull there, but I also need, you know, this much to pull there. So if I cut there, there's going to be a gap. right? Yeah, so it would be like cut there to fold that. There's not enough. Oh my gosh. Alright, back to YouTube. I'm going to have to watch some videos, because I would hate to have to, well, I would not rip out all the staples and start over. I'll figure out something, which I'm sure people that have done this before are probably sitting there thinking, or when I first did it, it was like, oh, you idiot, you should have done that way, or like, oh, that's a quick fix, all you gotta do is blah blah blah. But yeah, I don't know what that is. And me relying on that one summer at my grandparents' upholstery barn, that's not coming back to me. I'm pretty sure I worked up front, not in the back. I do remember crawling underneath one of the tables where they had all the fabric books and taking a nap. I do remember that. Okay, let me watch some videos and try to gather a plan, and I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I think I got it figured out. I gotta find videos that really had notch outs like that, just like weird shaped seats and angles and stuff. But I did watch, I can't remember what her name or channel was. It's like tips and tricks on working with vinyl. And one of the things was, she was saying you can heat up the vinyl, so I flipped it over to let the sun shine out. It's kind of getting warm. She says you can really stretch it a lot better when it's warm. So I think she did talk about going around corners or odd shapes. You just make like tiny little cuts and pull to try to get the vinyl to come over, because it doesn't matter what it looks like underneath. So like she had like this little indent, so she made like 5 little slits and was able to just kind of curve it under so it fit perfectly in that little indent. So I think that's what I'll do, is just make a bunch of little slits and try to pull down and keep this basically as one piece as much as I can. Try to get the sides first, because I think it's kind of loose here, and I just have those 2 staples I could always take out if I needed to, and be able to stretch it far enough to wrap under. So that's the plan. So probably gonna give it a couple more minutes. I had to change, it got hot. I put some shorts on. But yeah, give me a couple seconds and I'll show you, see how this goes. That's my back. I gotta stop for a minute. be easier with 2 people. Okay, I think I can use this to go across and, you know, get that covered up and then pull just as much as I can and staple it to the side rather than having to make it all the way up here. I mean, it's going to be in the back, so you're not going to really see it anyway. And I would hope the staples would hold a little bit better without that having to be stretched out so much. But this is all trial and error. My grandparents are probably looking down thinking, you big dummy. Okay. Thinking if I cut this like actually at that angle, this is going to cover the wood, but then again the split might just run all the way up. Man, I wish I knew what I was doing. Okay. Just gonna do a little at a time. Shoot. I gotta take a break for a minute. Alright, let's try this again. Don't know why it's not hitting the Alright, that's definitely wood. Okay. As you can see, that does not look good. I mean, it's on there, but I think when people step, let me change the camera. I think when people step on the edge, it's probably rip. And that right there is extremely tight, and I don't have enough. It's like if I go to staple it, I'm already just going to rip right there. So I can figure out a way to like put a stitch in it, but I think I'm just gonna have to roll with it. I'm gonna have to get that quote out of what that guy quoted to do this. I was gonna supply the wood, and then he was gonna put padding and wrap it, and basically everything I did. I mean, I want to say it was like close to $1,000. I was thinking, oh, I could just do it myself, be a lot cheaper, which I think I'll have to add up all the money I've already spent, but it's probably between $300 and $400. But wood's extremely high right now. But between the wood, the staples, the Kills armor I used, and the padding, vinyl, that other stuff. Okay, well, I'm just gonna use a staple gun and staple everything down more secure, and then trim it. And I might try to see if I can't do it on the other side to where I can stretch that out a little bit more. Well, it's not that pretty, but I mean, the top looks alright. This is back corners, but that's where the engine's at, so it's not like you're gonna really see them. And if it splits, I'll just find some other, because that blue doesn't really match the seats in the boat or the color, but it was, discounted, so I'm happy with it though. But I'm gonna go throw it in the pontoon, see what it looks like. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's in. Well, it's not installed. I'll do another video showing that. I gotta change out the piano hinges because those are only like I think 12 inch, so I got 18 inch, because it used to have another bar going across right there, but since the motor got switched out, they had to take it out, or else you can't put the trim up for that motor. So it doesn't match like at all, but it was a good deal. So and if it makes it through one season, it's definitely worth it. Hopefully it'll make it through a couple. I'm really worried about those back corners, but like I said, if it rips or tears, I'll just get some more vinyl, maybe spend a little bit more to actually match the seats and the color of the boat. But I think it's going to work.